Yo.
It's Friday.
Happy
Friday.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Always on with Tanya and Jay.
Yo.
DJ
Jones.
J.U. White's in the house.
Featuring Hat Ace Cox Deuce. Right now, got a homeboy we're gonna get to in a minute. Mr. I Am, right?
I am.
Mr. Jackson.
My man.
That's right.
Chopping it up today. He gonna break it down on some of the latest, greatest stuff. We're close, slightly, but close. Okay, so guests are running late, but we keeping it rocking.
Yeah. We got to.
Hey,
Where you been?
whoa. You saw my hesitation? Oh, whoa.
Where you been?
Where you be at?
Where you been?
I've been in my skin. It ain't where I'm at. It ain't where I've been, but it's where I'm at. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
No.
But no, I've been hitting it. Oh, that was a nice picture of you put up there, T. On Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Now, I had to see my little girl. She's growing. She's getting all big, getting ready to graduate from high school. Hey, Johnny.
Oh, she's doing all right. How's she doing?
She was a little sick. But she all right. They play sick when there's an exam, SATs. You know how it is. We ain't fronting. You are live. We is live on IG. Yo, what's up? What's up, Pete? Oh, yeah, I got to know how to flip it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, that's how we do.
There you go.
What's up?
All right, so.
What's up, Jay?
I'm hanging.
What's up? What's going on with you? How was your week?
Happy Black History Month. I missed it.
Happy Black History
I
Month.
see you got a picture of Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Now, how the hell did that go?
I don't know. You want to put that up for me real
How
quick?
did that rock?
Okay, so like when I was back in the day in college, Eastern New Mexico University. That's a long title, but yeah, it's in New Mexico.
Is that a real college?
It
No,
is.
I'm just joking.
Oh my God!
I'm
really?
just joking.
It's a real college in New Mexico, not Mexico, New Mexico. Anyways, it's in Bertales, New Mexico. I went there for like 3.5 years, and then I came home because I couldn't take it anymore. But anyways, I was part of a choir. We were doing Black History Month. We got a chance to go have lunch and speak at a luncheon with Rosa Parks. So there she is, right there.
Let me see.
You gotta go back. Oh, he took it back.
Okay, took it back.
Give it a second. Can you put it back up, Mr. Engineer, please?
So I dig in, for Black History Month, I always put this picture up because that meant so much for me. Hold on, let's come back in a second.
Well, she is history, right?
Yes, definitely.
Hey.
That was an honor.
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely an honor. We had lunch. We spoke about what she contributed to Black us and everything.
She set it off.
Set it off.
Inspiration.
And you know what's so funny? She's feisty. Like she's still got that raw, very nice lady, but she was feisty. But I loved it.
She must have been hungry. Y'all had lunch, right?
Yeah. There you go. There's a picture right here.
That's awesome, though.
Hold on.
Oh, I saw that pic on your
that's
FB.
Me. Yeah, that's me on the side. I was looking like homeless and everything, homeless or whatever. But yeah, that's Miss Rosa. That's me. We just got finished speaking and singing, and we were getting ready to go down and eat.
That's amazing.
Shout out to all my Eastern New Mexico University students.
Shout out to the Eastern
Shout out.
fellow colleagues and everything.
And everybody else who got a little history in their back pocket, in front pocket.
Exactly.
That's what we love about Musa. Musa got all kind of history.
Exactly.
A little
Musa.
bit. A little bit.
Something.
Just a little bit.
Well, tell us who you are first of all.
So I'm Musa Jackson.
Baddest mother in town. You like the Shaft of Harlem 2020, right?
I can't take it anymore.
You the man. Wait a minute. You the man. You the man.
So
let him break it.
Okay.
Listen, there are many titles in Harlem. So like someone like Dapper Dan, I would call him the King of Harlem.
Uh-huh.
They call me the Ambassador of Harlem. I think probably like Reverend Al Sharpton is like the mayor.
The mayor of Harlem.
Yeah, I come from Harlem. I was born and raised there. My family got there almost 100 years ago.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my aunt came from South Carolina when she was about a teenager to work as a domestic back in 1919. Wow. Yeah. So we go back.
You go way back.
Go back.
So
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yes.
Because I used to live in Harlem, 110th Street, and they called it the Terrible Towers, but it's not there. Schaumburg. My boy Perkins is sick. Who? You know Perkins, Councilman Perkins?
Yeah, what about him?
He's sick.
What do you mean he's sick? I saw him.
You saw him recently?
I saw him maybe about
New York One had a story on him. Anyway,
Maybe
shout
about
out
2
to
months ago.
Perkins. Yeah.
About 2 months ago. Yeah.
You know?
What?
Oh man.
What kind
Yeah, because you know we go way back.
Yeah. He's
From
cool.
the Wilden days.
Yeah.
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 Still
Yeah.
wild now. What you talking about?
You know?
Still
wild.
right?
Still wild.
Still wild.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right.
So
I had to kill my Instagram live on that here.
Well, you know what?
But
It's
I'm
still
back
popping
up.
right here. But anyways,
Yeah.
Moose, so you are the ambassador of Harlem. That's what they call. Why?
I think it's because I was traveling when I was a model back in the 80s.
First pioneer.
First Gap model. And I think just at that time, nobody was really traveling doing Europe. So I always, wherever I went, I took Harlem with me. So it was kind of like, that's how I became the ambassador. Just
Wow.
kind of taking the brand to wherever. You know, different countries, you know, so.
And what is the Harlem brand? People don't know. A lot of people don't know, except the New Yorkers.
I mean, I think people know that the Apollo represents Harlem. People like Malcolm X, Schomburg, Lenox Avenue, Lenox Lounge, Sylvia's.
Sylvia. Shout out to Chrisette Woods.
That's your
Shout out.
homie.
That's my home girl.
That's my home
That's
girl.
my home girl.
That's my girl. Chrisette, Trinez, Vidalia, Van. So, you know, we as a people, we've always felt that, especially Harlemites, that we carried the history of Harlem, of Black Americans.
Okay.
Because Harlem itself is a Black capital.
Oh, yes.
So that's, you know, I think why we in Harlem are kind of special, you know?
Right.
So.
Okay.
Oh, no doubt about it. And now with everything blowing up, you know, Frederick Douglass Boulevard, they call it, what do they call it? FDB.
FDB,
You know,
yeah.
it's all strung out with hot spots all the way up. I think Lenox is popping again.
Lenox is popping. I mean, the thing about Harlem has always been popping.
True.
It's just that now we have different settlers. Okay, we can call them settlers, colonizers, gentrifiers, and they've come, and now we see a lot of business. But you know, I think it's sort of a mixed bag because I think a lot of the residents are feeling a little displaced with what's happening in Harlem. But you know, I like what I see. I
Okay.
love the amenities.
Right.
I'm kind of getting more used to it now because, you know, I think over time you kind of get used to like the newness of it. You know what I mean? You kind of have to let go of how things were and realize this is the new Harlem.
Right.
And not sort of, I mean, we have the old Harlem around, like the Apollo,
Right.
things like that. But, you know, everything seems to be changing now uptown.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I
Yeah.
guess it's beautiful.
Some of it's really good. I
Yeah,
think.
in Harlem a lot. I mean, I'm going
I
to look
am
at a
too.
building, a spot Sunday, 146 in Convent.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the action is. But speaking of action, I mean, there's a lot of action. We can talk about Harlem all day,
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
don't leave out the
definitely.
listeners and the
Exactly,
viewers, right?
exactly.
You know, right? Like DJ J.U. Ice? Peace.
Peace.
Okay, peace.
Peace.
Okay, peace. Okay.
J.U. Ice.
J.U.
You all
Ice
right?
is in the building.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm disturbing the room. I'm sorry.
So
yeah.
you know, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into Jussie, but let's talk about our boy, Mr. $160 billion richness is trying to get blackmailed by the National Enquirer.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos. Bezos.
Oh.
Brought the,
let
The
me see.
Amazon.
Wait.
Yeah, Amazon.
Let's see.
yeah, they said he might
CEO.
expose his pack.
He did expose it. So
Well,
they have
name one guy who hasn't.
Yeah,
And
exactly. So you know,
We roll like
he,
that.
He,
But don't
Is
quote
he
me on
mad
that.
because what is it?
no, they're trying.
Oh.
No,
He's
no,
doing
no.
an investigation.
Okay.
Right.
They're trying to figure out why these pictures, how these pictures
How they got leaked?
to them. Yeah.
Okay.
And so they call them up. It's like, well, they emailed them or whatever. He sent the email and said, look, if you don't stop this investigation, we're gonna put these pictures out of your pecker
Yeah. It's all kind
and
of.
all these texts.
Can they do that though?
Well,
That's blackmail.
He's getting PO'd about it, and he wrote him a skeeving letter, email. You know, he's hot now because of the divorce and his lady, and he's
Okay.
now dating this other one.
Yeah, they were married for how long? 25 years.
Yeah,
I think, right? Yeah.
you know.
Oh, he's got the oh, I see.
Yeah, he's got the anchor, and it's a whole sitch going on, so they
Yeah.
threaten to run. But you know what? A lot of times, these magazines aren't wrong. They don't lose their law cases.
You think they won't lose? You think this blackmail thing is going to go through? You think it's going to...
We'll see.
What
They
do you
don't
think?
like TMZ don't lose cases. TMZ and National Enquirer, shout out to Harvey and Charles,
Yeah.
two different platforms,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
But they don't lose. Us Weekly, People Mag, it's a different platform, and they work on different
But
news,
if they
celebrity
said,
news versus
hold on, son. If they
entertainment news.
said, look, if you don't stop this investigation, we're gonna put out these pictures. That's not blackmail.
That's
in the
distortion.
game we're in,
Distortion.
it's obviously a tactic that of distortion or blackmail or
Right.
extortion or whatever the case may be. But if that's like you saying to somebody. I mean, we could play the bluff game. You'd be like, "Yo, if you talk about my mother one more time, I'm gonna roll up in there and
Right.
start doing my thing."
Right.
And they said, "Talk about your mother." You roll up in there and start,
There you go.
So, and I think 8 out of 9, 10 cases, usually they got it correct. But I don't want to see anything like this happen.
Well, it happens every day, every minute. Somebody's trying to get something. They got something on somebody with all the social media and cameras and everything.
That's
That's
the
it.
crazy
That's the
part.
crazy
Definitely
part.
got.
Insane.
You can't do nothing wrong.
Nothing.
Somebody.
No,
Lord.
you can't. Lord is
Lordy,
right.
Lordy.
Check it out. Talking about being a soldier. So with 160 billion on the line, he's got to protect himself. So I mean, he's doing the right thing, and he's probably, I don't know. Will he gonna win? Listen, we're gonna talk about
just
Jussie
own it.
Smollett.
I think he is owning it.
Just
I think
own
he
it.
is owning it. But
Yeah.
I think he is owning
Yeah.
it. I think what it is that you can't talk
He
to
don't
me.
like
Who
the
you-
tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who,
Right.
who
But
you
the-
talking to
right.
like that? And
The
and
MO
really?
is bad.
Right.
And I got money, so I want to make sure all the investigation.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
So-
It's like the guy from Virginia. He's like, if I step down because I'm racist, what did he say?
Because I'm right.
He doesn't want to step down because then the racism will follow him for a lifetime.
Yeah,
Right.
forever.
Right.
Forever.
Right.
Forever. But
Woo.
when you think about that, the governor of Virginia, when you think about that, all that stuff that happened, hold on, I'm just going to make this point, is way back when. That was that time. That's what they do. That's what they did. You understand what I'm saying? I get it.
I get it.
I definitely get it, but exactly what they did. That was a southern country state, and they did that type of stuff. That's what they did.
I just wanted
It's
to
wrong.
welcome new viewers and listeners just in case, because we kind of jumping all over.
Oh,
so I just
okay.
wanted to shout them out. They may have a call in somewhere. Maybe one of your peeps on 9.
Yeah.
Give them the 929.
227-4646.
It's an easy number. You guys should lock it in your phones, DVR us, do what you need to do. Go to iTunes. We're going to be lit. But 929-227.
4646.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you might want to step on this.
I don't know. We got a lot of issues, but anyways.
We got a lot to discuss. We're going from Fashion Week to Valentine's Day
oh,
to
yeah,
my
Valentine's
boy.
Day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lonely day for me.
Well,
it's
you know what?
Well,
It-
not well. I mean, I
it
got my
can
daughter,
be.
who's
Right.
like she's my permanent Valentine.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Shout
my
out to
kids.
Jade.
JJ.
Jade. I got my kids. Sydney, Nasir. All right, shout out to you. Every morning I wake up, every Valentine's. I wake up early in the morning and I play Outkast Happy Valentine's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Blast
Okay.
it. So everybody's coming out the room. Oh,
Here she go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Here she go.
But I
Well,
love
you
that
like
song.
holidays anyway.
Yeah, I do. I like holidays.
She be playing Prince every 4 minutes. 1999. It's like, what? We got some people downstairs? Solid.
All right.
They lost and found. So we gonna shout out to Carolyn and who's coming? It's the whole crew. Carlos gonna sit here. GJJ Ice Carlos gonna sit there. I don't know what he's doing. He's just walking around. He's walking. He's walking in circles. He's chilling. So yeah, Valentine's Day. I don't know if Valentine's Day is lonely. I mean, it's not like an all-out holiday. No diss to anybody. It's just like.
I mean, it's overhyped to me.
Listen,
like
it's one
Christmas.
day.
Yeah.
And if you're not in love with her on the other days,
Right.
okay,
Right.
there's a problem.
Yeah, or vice versa. But they're saying with the Me Too, there's definitely a problem. And you better not be creeping. Try not to creep on Valentine's Day.
Now, that's going to happen.
Oh,
We're
that's
going to have
it.
one on the east side, south side, west side. Make sure you get all your names and every presents right, okay?
Don't switch gifts.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just
Yeah.
give everybody the
Don't
same
do it.
thing.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Smart.
Yeah, one step stop.
One stop.
Yeah.
And call them honey.
Yeah.
No
babe,
names on it.
babe and honey.
Babe and honey. Darling. Sugar. Whatever. Don't put no names on it either if you playing, you know what I'm
Who
saying?
you calling? Who you talking to?
I don't know.
You sound like you talking to somebody personal.
I don't think so.
He was like, hey, don't be putting no names on it, baby. Don't be blah,
I
blah,
don't
blah,
get
blah.
gifts on Valentine's anyway. Every once in a while I get a candy or whatever.
Yeah,
Hi.
no, we're lit. We're lit. Hey.
Oh my God,
hey,
come on in.
hey.
Have a
How are you?
seat. Come on in.
Russo,
How are you?
up there.
Russo,
Russo,
how
up
you
there.
doing? How you doing?
We're
What's
lit.
up with the camera?
Hi,
How you doing?
audience,
How you
viewers.
doing?
We're live.
We're all live.
We are
Carlos
live.
right there.
Hi, Carlos.
How are you, my
How are you?
man?
Nice to meet you. I'm
We're
Tanya.
still
Nice
lit.
to meet you.
Musa.
How are you?
You take
Slide
off
him
your
over.
coat.
Lock him in there. Okay, Russo's there. Take your coat off. We getting lit. Hi, audience. We just had our guests come in. We're still popping. We were just hitting on Valentine's Day real quick to stretch it out before we got into music. You over there at chair 3 with my man DJ JUI, so the Wu
you have your
Tang.
own personal
We got
camera.
the brother here, Carlos. Carlos, you're going to introduce yourself in 5 seconds as soon as you get mic'd and lit. We got Evan, I think, Linda, Mr. Malik.
Hi.
Yeah, we do. Danny,
Make sure
hello,
you
Danny.
pull the mic right there,
Pull the
Carolyn.
mic. Make sure
Pull the
mic
That's your
posture,
camera. There's your camera right there in
posture,
front of
and
you.
project.
Hello,
Posture
there
and
you
project.
go.
Project.
P&P,
Oh,
baby.
hold on.
P&P.
Let me get my
Okay, let me
posture.
straighten my
Okay.
chair.
You told me? We have
He
to
didn't tell me
share.
that.
You know what I say?
Huh?
Sharing is caring.
Okay.
Sharing.
All right. Who is that? You say.
Sharing is caring.
And you are. You
I'm
are.
Caroline Russo.
Okay. And you are. That's the thing. Don't
Wait a minute,
forget to
hold on.
introduce
No,
yourself.
Is this the band woman?
I'm Caroline Russo. I am here to talk about self-defense and fashion and wellness.
And Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day? When
Yeah.
is that? Oh,
I don't
snap.
know. When is that?
That's next
it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Next week?
We
Slow
got
down.
to
Thursday or something like that.
Better get
ready.
I will tell you, I do have plans for Valentine's Day.
Really? That's
Yes,
good.
I
That's
do.
nice.
Let's give her applause.
All
Yeah,
right.
yes. Let's
You
give her
somebody
a
got
I'll tell you. 12,
Tell us.
12
Pull the mic
o'clock.
down. Pull the
Tell
mic
us.
down.
12 o'clock.
Pull the
my,
mic down.
My friend is hosting.
Jack.
There you go. There you go.
42 women at the Doubles Club, the private club on 5th Avenue. Just saying.
What happened now?
Just saying.
What?
So I was invited to a lunch.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a few gals. Turns out 40 plus gals. Yeah. And guess what we decided? We're all dressing up extra. We're going extra.
Okay.
You're going
okay.
extra.
Go
Well, you look extra
hey.
tonight. You look great. You look
thank you.
fantastic. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Musa, I dig your black on black
Black-
too. I
black
dig
on
it. The
black.
layering, everything's
Yeah.
happening.
Okay.
Brothers are coming in. It's TV. You got
All
your
right.
hands too. Carlos, hit me with some facts.
What's up, guys? My name is Carlos. I'm a Krav Maga expert instructor. My profession is self-defense. That's my background. And yeah.
How long you
Happy
been in the
to be
game?
here.
Right?
Where you
What's that?
from?
I've been doing martial arts since I'm 3 years old. So 30
Wow.
years.
Wow.
30 years.
right.
In regards to Krav Maga, I've been doing this for about 10 years and, teaching more or less for 12.
All right. Solid. Sounds like he's rolling. Ready to kick some bump. We're going to talk about Justin and what happened to him. He said he had a fight. He didn't look bad. He looked like he said, because the quote was, I fought those motherfuckers back, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
off, or whatever the case was. It maybe wasn't the quote. Are you going to this Valentine's Day with 40 gals? I mean, 40 and
don't
1
think
ain't
so.
bad
I
odds.
don't think so. I'll get in trouble.
You know? Oh, you're going to get in trouble. Okay. We won't touch that till later.
All right.
So knock
We
that
won't
numbers in my
touch that
favor.
till later. All right. Who we got in the back
So-
just really quick?
Yeah. Who's
Shout
here?
yourself out.
I'm Daniel. I'm from Israel.
Okay.
The IDF, or section of Krav Maga.
That's Israeli Defense Forces.
The what?
Yeah, it's the baddest in the
Yeah,
business,
so he's
right?
basically in the
Yeah.
same field as I am in respects to Krav Maga.
Alright.
The difference between Daniel and myself is like he has a very vast profession in military services.
Ooh.
So that's different than civilian
So-
respects.
So is he
It's a
packing?
weapon to kill.
He's packing. He might be. He might be.
He might
Yes,
be packing.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am back.
Yeah.
Oh, you
They
got
always
it.
pack
Oh,
24/7. What about this
Oh,
cat right here,
yeah,
young
who
man?
you?
What's up?
I'm just chilling. I got lost.
He just followed the
No,
crowd.
no navigation in the Range Rover. What happened?
He just
Good answer.
Coming out of Colombia, just took the wrong turn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
That happens. And where about you, Rockstar? Where you been? Where you been? Easter Island? You been in the sun? What's
You
going on?
packing
She
all-
was
You
in the
packing
sun,
too?
Jay. She was in the sun.
She looks like she been in the sun.
Where have you been, mermaid? She's my little mermaid, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Taking a
Love
break.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's talk about that. You
I would
know?
love to learn. I'm scared though. I'm scared.
Well, we love the underworlds. Another world under the
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
ocean,
That's
right?
why I'm scared.
You won't be scared if you have skills. You won't be scared. They give you skills before you go.
To fight a shark.
How do you deal with a shark? You just.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's got to come to a
Okay,
mic. She's got
yes.
stories. We're going to bring
Yeah,
you
you
in
don't-
and talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Hold those thoughts.
Yeah.
So we're going to circle back, keep the people in tune to see what's happening. So as you know, we just had some new people join the audience. We've been talking since 6 a.m., girl. What happened?
Amazing. I know.
Well,
we're,
and not
we're
literally 6 a.m.,
preparing.
but blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
we're
Right.
Preparing. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we want to bring good energy and be prepared
All right.
for our audience here.
We love that.
Good.
Good energy, positive vibes is what we're all about. Let's just talk about Bezos for 10 minutes because, he's got a little distortion thing with the pecker being exposed. And so, now that
Amazon.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
you mean Bezos?
Yes.
Oh, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it's a
actually.
big story.
Yeah,
I actually heard that.
Is it a big story or a little story?
It's a front page.
Ooh.
Ah.
TBD,
damn.
TBD.
Boom,
Oh my
boom,
God.
boom.
TBD.
Ba-doom, ba-doom.
That's why he's trying to keep it up.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it. You're trying,
This
you're
is,
trying to keep it rated double, triple A.
Yeah, he's like, you don't
So I'm gonna throw that to the back.
Please do. Bye-bye,
Anaconda don't. Anaconda don't. Yeah. So okay, since we got the whole crowded.
Yeah.
So
Start with
you
Jussie.
saw Jussie
Yes.
last month, right?
I saw Jussie maybe about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Just about 2 months ago.
Uh-huh.
So I met Jussie maybe about 5 years ago. And cool guy. You
Mad
know?
cool.
I mean, he's
mad
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
He's-
Is he the same like he is on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's the
yeah.
same guy.
Yeah.
He's like 100. So that's why when he said what he said,
Right.
I believe him. I don't think anybody would fabricate something like
Right.
that.
Right.
You know, maybe I don't think he would fabricate
Right.
anything.
Right.
I think what happened. I'm justice for Jussie.
Right.
At this point for me, I would rather him be proven guilty. He's innocent right now. You know, not that he's guilty of anything.
Right.
But
Right,
the way
right.
they're talking is like as if this isn't what he says it is, then he could, possibly, face some kind of, I don't know, something.
Well,
The
hold on.
Chicago police said something like that.
You don't.
What do
you
you
had
think?
hesitation. One
A
and
lot.
two. There's not anything happening with the criminal.
I didn't have hesitation. I just asked a question because that's what I'm hearing.
I have hesitation now.
I'm, it's out there. I'm gonna put it out there. They didn't see rope burns around the
Burns.
neck, and
Right.
he only had a little scratch on his eye, maybe
Right.
a little black eye,
Right.
whatever.
But he
so
fought back.
Yeah,
and now he's a gay Tupac.
but
But
and then he went straight to
That's funny,
California.
just for the record.
I thought it was funny.
That's
but-
funny,
I
just
like
for the
it. I
record.
like it.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
all was like, oh shit, but that was funny. Mad shout outs to Pop.
Listen, a lot of things don't make sense,
Right.
or at least could be questionable. I think the video cameras, I think certain timeline incidents, so it doesn't really match up. As you said, maybe even a scratch. But you know what? I think, like I said, until they find out something else, I'm gonna go with Jussie.
Okay.
So
Just
that's
because
why
I
we
wanna
brought
give, I
in.
want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Because I
we
think
brought in the
he's a really-
self-defense
Yeah,
peeps.
because
And
honestly,
he had your
Carlos, yes.
Carlos,
Self-defense.
yes.
right? You know, he would have
That's right.
What's the 411 on
knocked
that?
him out.
What do you think?
I mean,
Two
you know,
guys, dark street, 2 a.m. Come up behind you, him, her,
trying to attack.
right? Calling you all kind of names.
The number one thing for self-defense is to disengage. Create space, get away.
Right.
Not waste time trying to fight. You have to let the ego go. And there's certain times where you can engage when it's to your benefit, or we have no other option. But in this case, if you have the chance to get away, that's number one route,
Right.
in my opinion.
Do you believe from? Have you seen the pictures of his
I
face?
actually haven't. No.
You haven't
Have
seen-
you?
No, I haven't. I read the initial reports.
Yeah, because they just said. First of all, what was he called? Nigga.
He was called-
man, blah blah
Can we
blah
say all
blah
that?
blah blah.
I think
Sure.
they were
He was.
talking.
But you just said it. So
Yeah.
he was called the
Pejorative.
N word
Yeah.
and the F word.
Right.
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 So
Right.
that's the thing here. I think the large issue is that you mash those two things together. You had people saying, I think people were reading first, they hated the whole idea that it was a racist situation with MAGA hat,
Right,
the
right.
whole thing.
Right.
So it became more about like it was a racist attack.
Right.
Right.
But then the LGBT community was like, no, it's a homophobic attack, but it's actually both.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
the difference with this particular case, I think.
But that contradicts the number one solution that we have is to walk away. When you get called something that really hurts you, something that really messes with your pride,
Right.
you know, it's very counterintuitive to walk away and step back from the situation.
Right.
I believe he did walk away. I believe he did look
Oh, did
and
he?
walk.
I'm not
I don't-
aware.
I don't-
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
They attacked
I'm just saying,
him.
They
yeah.
attacked him,
I
so-
believe, yeah.
Oh,
they-
okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, Carlos.
I gotta pull up the vid.
Carlos,
so
you gotta
guys
pull up
can
the
see.
vid.
Carlos,
Yeah.
they attacked him. So what
Yeah.
my
I'm not
understanding,
aware on the
my
subject.
understanding was there was a letter sent to the set.
Yeah, about 8 weeks ago before this happened.
Of Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like some death threats or something
Right.
like that.
Uh-huh.
So there was already this sort of energy in the air that
Right.
something could happen. And I think the studio said that they could have security, 24-hour security, and he declined to have
Correct.
security, which I think wasn't a good move.
So they thought this
It's
was
his
a
choice.
legitimate
But it's his
threat.
choice. I think,
Yeah.
you know, not wanting to have security around you,
Did
just
he
kind
get
of live your
beat or did he
life.
get cut or?
But
Well, that's what they're
They're
trying to
saying that he
figure out.
got beat and
Yeah.
a noose was around his neck and it was MAGA hats they were wearing and they were saying all kind of racist words and
Right.
slurs to him. So
I mean, that's how everybody felt when they heard it.
yeah,
You know, it just blew up. The world went crazy. Like, how could this happen? How could this happen? Chicago PD, please
Right.
come and arrest somebody. But now we just haven't heard of anything.
But another thing I think, which people were wondering, was why did he kind of wait 45 minutes to an hour before he went to take him? He took himself to the hospital, and it seemed like he was really broken,
I mean, to collect
But-
yourself.
but
I would
he
say
wasn't.
45 minutes. That's
When you saw
that's-
just a scratch,
that's a
you know what I mean?
reasonable
I thought there was
time
gonna
to
be
pull
two
yourself
black
together.
eyes, a
Right.
broken rib, or something, but it just looked like he was in a scuffle
Yeah.
almost. And that's
And
what
that's
sort
where
of
everybody's-
that's where
that's
people
where
are
everybody-
having
yeah.
a little issue with it. That's
I mean,
all.
when you look at it, if all that was all that he had said, and you only see a scratch on the eye, what was the picture you got?
Yeah. I think
A
it's underneath
scratch-
the eye.
Yeah, underneath the
Right.
eye. The biggest thing was the rope.
Yeah,
around his
there
neck.
was
rope and the
I would have wore
bleach.
that in the. Did he go in the ambulance?
a lot of incendiary things.
Yeah.
When you put a rope around a black man's neck,
Oh, boy.
that's where you've got the whole country,
Yeah. Absolutely.
black people
Yeah.
saying, "Okay, we want their heads."
Yeah.
So
So what happens then? If even a woman, a guy, you get attacked, I know you just saw him, but two guys come out of nowhere. I mean, is this? Does it make sense as somebody who's in the midst of self-defense as a living? I mean, you're a woman. You would think that, not that you're weak or stronger, but generally we would say, you would think, women have been, maybe not today because women are alpha women and power and all that,
Yes.
have been known to have the weaker sex between men and women.
Yes.
So you might be victimized more.
Absolutely.
So what do you think? I mean,
What do you think, or what do you do? There's
What-
two
both.
different things.
Well, let's start with what do you do?
So one of the things we train for is you're always on guard, right? You look around, you know your surroundings. I talk to my friends. I have no problem turning around. If someone's behind me, I have no problem surveying who's behind me. I'm not
Right.
shy about it either.
I'm not either.
I look them right in the
No,
face.
that's
If
good.
someone
I'm not-
gets too close to me,
I am definitely
I look. I'll
taking
move,
a picture.
I'll move out of the the line. I move, and yeah, I need some space.
Yeah, give us some personal space. You know what I'm saying?
So assessing.
you're a little close.
Assessing is key, right? I mean, being on guard, being aware is really important. Don't be buried in your phone. You have your headphones on.
Oh my God, that's the
you
biggest
just
problem.
don't want to be unprepared and tuned out. So for me, I'm always on guard, really, no matter where I am. And now, in the training, it's really using the voice first. If someone gets too close, you say back off. You use your voice. And when you have some skills, that's what my friends are very intrigued. My girlfriends are very intrigued at the training that I do. And I know that I have some skills so I can back up my voice.
Right.
And that's what you do first and foremost. You know, you get. You,
I was jumping out my seat when you said back the fuck up. Just now.
back the fuck up. But Carlos says, you know, make a scene.
But this is 2
Get-
in the
get
morning.
noticed. Yeah.
A millionaire, deep cold of Chicago.
Right.
I mean, a lot of things are just. I mean, I love Justy. I saw him at a restaurant downtown. I
Yeah.
think he's cool. I think he's hip.
Yeah.
And he went to Subways.
Yeah, why are you going to some? I mean, not like
Come
why
on
you going to
now.
some.
You know,
Hey,
2
hey,
a.m.
hey,
2 in the morning. a
Meatball,
Subway roll.
Parmesan,
exactly.
12 inch.
Come on.
12 inch.
Sub.
Gotta have it.
Okay.
Gotta have it.
After a couple edibles, shoot. I'm there.
Justy's like,
I'm there.
he knows where every
Who wouldn't?
Subway
Who wouldn't?
Subway is.
Who wouldn't?
Like 96
A bag of
to
chips.
like 125. He's got it all mapped out.
Hey.
All right, so give me some defense. What would you do?
The number one first thing is awareness.
Would you go out at 2 in the morning for Subways though?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Carlos,
It
could happen.
He's
Exactly.
not
It could
shy.
happen.
It could
Okay.
happen.
He's
Let's
not
just try
shy.
to build this up a little bit. Let's just
All
take
right, so
baby
I'm
steps.
walking to the Subway. I'm
baby
about to get my meatball Parmesan.
Right.
He knows, man.
I'm walking out. I got my Subways hot in my hands. All of a
Right.
sudden, 2 weirdos start
Right.
walking up to me
Right.
with the MAGA hat on.
Right. Behind you.
I'm looking at them for a split second and just making distance and creating
Yeah.
space. I'm not staying close to them. It's all based off of awareness. If I don't have awareness, next thing you know, they're over your shoulder.
Right.
You know, and this insinuates.
Okay.
So quite frankly, the number one thing that we exercise is awareness.
Okay.
So
Now, when
awareness.
you're in a gym and the rooms are padded and you're training with each other, like the awareness element is kind of like void because you're focusing on skills, whether it be reaction to a target, to a defense, etc. Now, I'm not sure how the incident escalated. Whether
Right.
it was just words. You know, if it's words being exchanged, at that point, we can leave ego aside and just walk away. But if it's violent, okay, what happens when 2 people are trying to attack you? And they're hitting you, punching you, kicking you. You have to fight back and you have to get away. That's it. That's, a
That's
simple,
what it sounds like he did.
Sounds like
or try to do.
All right.
Right.
Right. But there's just no vid. And this is, you know Chicago? You know Chicago?
Yeah, I know Chicago
It's
personally.
in a
So
busy,
he's on Water Street.
Yeah,
I
busy
mean, yeah,
area.
this is like a main spot. It's
You
like being
cannot
around
count on other
36.
people to help you out.
No, but we talk about surveillance.
No, but-
You can't count on
all right.
anybody. We
Right.
just
I
talk
got you.
about video, surveillance, anything. And they have nothing.
right.
So that's
Maybe the
and
angle's wrong.
That part. Yeah.
that's why everybody's like,
And it was dark. Maybe, you know, it's a lot of. That's the thing, is so many maybes. That's why we're just trying to, you know, we can't, you know, we're not Chicago PD,
Exactly.
but.
Do they have any videotape of him entering his building? I mean, does he come in disoriented, disheveled? Did he have the white rope? Because
haven't-
most buildings have security
yeah,
in their lobby, so can they corroborate
Outside the
these-
building?
I'm sure.
You know, he's
Chicago
paying-
PD has some tape.
I mean, if you look at the guy, though, it's
Some
pretty
tape,
consistent.
but we don't know what.
It's pretty consistent, his injuries to a scuffle.
Right.
Doesn't look like he made it up and he started scratching himself.
right, exactly.
Right, there you go.
Right. We agree to that.
Okay.
100%.
But a scuffle. Why have a scuffle? I mean, it's so weird, you know. To me, it's just weird. You know.
Sometimes
Sad.
you don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes at you.
It just comes at you.
and you
You
have
just
to react.
minding your business.
Just like being on
Getting
MTA,
the
just
Subway
doing
sandwich.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subway station, Subway
Hey,
sandwich.
Carlos, what are you doing Friday night? Bing,
You know?
I'm here.
Yeah. Boom. Oh.
Here we are.
Well, we appreciate that.
No,
Carlos.
no,
Yes,
it's cool.
thank
Carlos and gang, you know, rolling down. They're always on, you know, with Tanya and Jay,
All right.
you know. So we going straight through the break, or we keeping it moving?
I know we can keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it
moving.
smoking.
Keeping it moving.
Yeah, hey.
Keep it smoking.
Yeah, might as well not
You
stop.
know? So that was a big
What's up,
one,
everybody? Let
you
me
know?
give some shout outs here. We got Charmaine Jones.
Oh,
What's up,
boy.
y'all?
Oh,
We got
I mean, look like
Sarah.
a viewer of all sight. We live if you want.
Sarah Taylor Campbell, say hello. I'm saying hello to all these people here. Ursula King, hey. And who's on Instagram? Comedian Jamie. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Small town girl, hey, how you doing? Angela Dorn, what's going on, girl? You need to come
Oh,
back
Angela
through.
Dawn.
that's
Yo,
what I said.
Angela, you
come
know,
on.
Angela, I got some words for you,
Really?
but we're not gonna go there.
Did you have some history?
No.
Okay, just
You need to bring your behind down.
She's just one of our double Harvards. Anthony, I might need you for Street Soldiers on Wednesday.
There you go, plug in the goddamn show. There you go.
Always.
Nice.
Always on. Always
Shameless
on.
plug.
Always
Always
on.
on.
Well,
Oh,
not
yeah,
for me,
respect it. I
just-
respect
always
it.
on.
I'm just trying to
I
get
respect
people
the
on the
game.
air and you
Don't
know,
hate the player.
Get it done,
Exactly.
or else I'll be
Hey.
sweating all
Get it
day.
done.
But check it out. Just for a lighter note, we're gonna jump over to Fashion Week for 5 seconds,
okay,
just because
5.
I saw Tom Ford. Now you said you had a bud.
Hold up.
I had friends.
is that a shirt?
Yeah, I had friends
Is that
who
a Tom
were
Oh,
there.
that's a
shirt?
Tom Ford shirt. Oh, shit!
Getting ready for the
Playing,
Fashion Week
playing.
5 minute
Okay,
segment.
hold
It's all tight too, though. It's like fresh
Could
out
be
the
Tom
pack.
Ford. Could be Tom Ford. Taylor.
Yeah,
Likes
yeah.
his tailoring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah. No, he made a good statement.
Okay, what was the statement?
So he played his second song on the catwalk. Was an old school 80s
I love that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Which song was it?
I'm not a good singer. I can't do
It's
it.
I'm not a good singer. It's,
Everybody wants to.
Oh, Wham!
Sorry, forgive me.
that's
Love
That's
that
wrong.
song.
Am I right?
I love that
I might
song.
be singing. No,
I
that's,
think it's hey now.
Oh, thank you.
hey
Sorry. See,
now,
I sing genre.
The dream's
go.
not over. I can't sing it.
Oh, wait.
but-
Oh,
That's the
hey
whole-
now.
Different song.
When the world
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not Wham.
And it talks about the wall in the
Right,
case of
to
relationships.
build a wall between us,
Right.
but they won't.
Okay.
So, no, and that was on repeat
Okay.
as all these gorgeous models are coming down the catwalk with diversity, celebrating diversity, all colors, coming down, these beautiful women. And he made a statement.
He
Good
made
for
a
him.
big statement, a big
Yeah,
political
the
statement.
night after the State of the Union. where-
Yeah, okay.
Oh, was it the night after State of the
It
Union?
was a night, yeah. So it was
Oh,
timely.
shit.
So I was, Linda and I were talking, Carla and I was talking. I said, whomever did the soundtrack to that, they got it. They
Oh, that music was banging.
yeah.
I got
They
it.
got
I gotta
it.
see
They
it. I
hit
didn't
it.
see that.
Yeah.
Gotta definitely see it.
they made a statement.
Ford, I like
Tom
it.
Ford, shout out to
Tom
Tom Ford.
Ford.
That's what we're
Ford.
calling you,
And he
Tom.
also said,
I need a suit.
he also said,
Yeah.
you know,
I need some
he's-
glasses.
He's
Me and you both.
amazing. He's a genius. He's a visionary, and he had beautiful, sensual designs, but simple because he said, "I'm tired. I'm worn down by what's going on." And no one wants to be over like we're simple. It's still beautiful, but it's understated and simple. It's not celebratory, over the top. It's simple. So that's his reflection of the times.
You're a model. You've been in the game. What do you think? Because there's always a message sometime in the yards, right?
I mean, I think fashion, art, culture, they always reflect what's happening.
Sign of the times.
It's always a sign of the times, you know? So, I mean, I think it's
Afros,
timely.
Elegant.
You're right.
And I think
Music.
Tom he's intelligent. He's sensitive. I mean, he's on a different level.
Totally.
It's not pure aesthetics, to your point. He's he's a real
We
deal.
like it.
He's avant-garde. He's good.
Well, I have nothing in my closet of Tom Ford or anything
Well, it's
like
just
that. I don't
fashion,
have
Hey,
anything.
you know.
there's
You
time.
don't,
I would
but
like
you
to
know
have-
what?
There's time.
Yeah.
He inspires everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High to
I like-
low,
I like-
high to
I
low,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
definitely like him.
Absolutely.
They're taking their cues. I mean, and just like that's how fashion goes. It's all inspiration. He's making nods to Yves Saint Laurent. I mean, his
Early Yves Saint Laurent.
the tuxedo,
The
the
tuxedo,
velvet tuxedo. Yeah, that iconic
Right.
Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo. He broke it out in red velvet this
Nice.
time.
Yeah.
Gigi Hadid
Scarlet.
came down.
Scarlet. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. I saw
Scarlet,
that.
yeah,
I saw that.
so-
Yeah, there's a picture of that too.
Where?
You know what? I subscribed to the Post now and the
Oh,
Wall Street
my
Journal.
gosh.
I had to.
The drama.
That's too much.
High
had
to low,
to.
high to
Drama.
low.
Too much.
High to low.
Too much.
I
Too
had
much.
to. I had to stay on top of games.
But he opened up Fashion Week and he made this statement, so it was
I
good
will-
timing.
He set the tone.
And he set the tone. Thank
Okay.
you, Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to a party. That's what I'm trying to do. I like fashion.
So we're gonna move
Oh,
on.
well, speaking of
Oh.
fashion, right? We're
Okay.
going to go there a little
Yeah.
bit
Let's go.
with the Gucci. Are we going to go
Oh
there?
yeah.
Gucci.
Well,
Oh,
you,
you
have
wanna
you
leave-
heard about that?
Do you want to, is that too much?
Well,
No.
how
right.
good it be
You
is
talking
the
about the sweater?
headlines, the sweater.
The
Oh,
blackface
man.
sweater. I am so pissed at
And Prada,
Gucci.
too.
First off, because I know Dap.
Okay.
Dapper Dan is like Uncle Dap. And so there's a relationship that Gucci has with African American people. Who
Right.
would ever allow for there to be a blackface sweater?
Drop the ball.
with
like-
the lips and
With the lips
everything.
and everything,
It's
like
cray.
the Sambo sweater.
Yeah.
How?
Oh.
How is that possible?
Okay, so
That's terrible.
I thought about this today. Okay. And I did some
You were
research
brainstorming.
and Googling. Well, I was just thinking a little bit. I don't know if any of you have been to Milan lately. It's not very diverse.
me.
Right.
Not,
Right?
yeah, not
Their
lately. I know you
headquarters-
speak
Their headquarters are
Italian.
Milan. I lived in Milan back in the
Oh.
day.
Okay.
And I reached out to one of my friends. I have a good friend who just moved to Milan. her husband is a big media guy who represents all of the home decor in Italy and Europe and China and out in the East. And she's a fashion director. And I sent her the New York Times article.
Okay.
And it like fell on deaf ears. She's Estonian. She met her husband in Milan. They lived in New York for many years. And she didn't get it. She came to New York last week. We had lunch at the Nomad Hotel, and she had
That's my spot.
Yeah, it's good. They're good, right?
Yeah,
They're
dog,
good.
this
Are
is
they good?
Yeah, that's my Jimmy
Daniel
joint.
Hahn,
Okay.
right? Okay, they're okay. And she had the white,
You're funny,
full,
you're funny.
the full ski mask white.
Okay.
It fell on deaf ears, but I have to say, like Milan, it's very insular there. Like I agree with you.
Yeah.
They should know better, and they're a global company. It's
Yeah, they should know
international.
better.
They should
definitely
Well,
know
they're-
better.
They should know.
Well, they're
What's
about
going
to.
on now?
They're about to
Absolutely.
find out because Spike Lee.
Right, that's what I was
He
gonna
busted
tell
cap.
you.
Tell me.
Exactly.
I love that
Spike-
phrase.
yeah.
He busted cap in there.
Yes,
He
he
did.
Yes, he
And
did.
And Prada.
In there.
Prada had
And
the
Prada,
little,
yes,
had
yes,
the little
definitely.
monkeys.
Ass.
Prada,
Prada
H&M,
and Gucci.
Prada?
Yes.
I don't know if
Prada
mother's
got
listening.
Yes.
And Adidas.
Yes.
The Adidas thing, that is unexplainable. That is
Yeah, I couldn't understand the
completely
Adidas.
off base.
But
And it seems like someone did that intentionally, like some maniacal.
I'm trying to figure out. They have meetings every day,
Right.
Yeah.
so I'm trying to figure out how their
no,
meeting
somebody
went.
said, "Oh shit, this is a bright idea. Let's
Yeah.
put the little
But it
monkey
has to
on
get-
the outside."
In order, it goes from an idea to a sketch
Execution,
to meetings
right.
to
Right.
execution.
It goes
to
past
marketing.
a lot of people.
They go,
Right.
yes.
It goes to like a million
lot
steps
of
before you
layers,
actually
yes.
ever see it.
Carlos
Yes.
is like, "Let's get to the
Yes.
Who wasn't there?
You know, to your point,
You know, black people.
I worked in fashion. I worked at Ralph.
point." So that's why we wanted to
I
have the
worked
chit
at
chat.
Ralph before it was public. Okay.
RL before it was public,
I
15
did.
years ago.
Like many moons ago.
Okay.
And to your point, even back then,
Because Ralph just
and
celebrated
by
50
the way,
years.
yeah, even then, they just started doing their designs on the computer. They were still, it was just the early days of computerized graphic design. Even then, there were so many meetings and discussions. Even then. So today, there is no good answer for how this could get through. It's really questionable. And by the way, H&M for me, that is so highly offensive. I am deeply
monkey-
offended
the
by that.
monkey-
But
the monkey,
yeah,
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
that
yeah,
hoodie,
yeah, definitely.
that
Monkey
is
hoodie.
really offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
that's.
I had issue with that. You know,
Yeah, race is, it's like it's here now. It's back.
racism is like
It never went nowhere.
But I have to
but
say
it's-
something
it's-
interesting.
it
This
never
is
went
curious.
anywhere.
I
This is
thought it
curious.
did.
the hoods
No.
are off.
That the little
Yeah, the
boy's
hoods are off.
mom,
It
the
never
little
went
boy's
anywhere.
mom who was
Imagine-
wearing that hoodie.
Right.
Did you hear about this?
It was like a few months ago.
So this H&M hoodie of this cute little boy
Black
wearing
boy,
this.
right.
Right? Yeah,
So-
yeah. I remember that.
So ridiculous.
Mm.
Apparently, the mom was interviewed,
Uh-huh.
and she had no problem with this. Now, who knows if she just
'Cause she
wants
wanted to
to
get paid.
perpetuate
It was all about
her
the money.
H&M
She got
contract.
paid.
Yes, exactly.
She said,
She
"No, I
wanted
don't.
money."
I don't see this as a problem."
Yeah, because there's no problem when somebody's paying you.
Yeah, that's what R.
Especially if you
Kelly's
need the money.
The victims, the survivors of R. Kelly's parents said. It was like, I don't
So
see
that's shameful.
I don't see no problem
Right.
with being
That's
handcuffed in the
shameful.
black room getting urinated on.
Yeah,
No problem.
that's shameful.
Television.
Exactly. So we got what? The
We got-
Grammys.
Let's hear about. First of all, let's get Linda and my man. Let's
Yeah.
switch
Oh.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening with Linda and the quick swim. I'm gonna switch up.
Please.
I gotta stand up myself.
Jay, you
Oh,
know what I
God.
call her?
No, I don't.
My Little Mermaid. She's my Little
Linda,
Mermaid.
get over
We
here.
won't have that discussion.
Come
My
along,
man's gonna pull
darling.
the plug. Come on, rock stars. Let's go. Let's switch it out. Switch it out. Switch it out. Let's
What's
pop
it?
it.
Yeah.
Let's pop and move. Pop and move. Let's hear what's happening with these two. With the guy he's packing.
Come on, Linda.
Linda, 3, 2, 1, baby. We gotta make it happen. Come on. All right, let's do it. You got 5 seconds. Come on, switch it up.
for you.
Hi,
Stay close,
Linda.
Musa. Stay close. All right. So
All
what's
right.
up?
Yeah. Introduce
You
yourself.
got introduced. First of all, this is Jay Jones, Always On, right? Right. What's the name of the show? Always On
Always
Podcast
on podcast.
with Jay and Tanya.
With Tanya
and
J. Sit down.
So busy.
Just sit down.
I am, but I need to
Oh
breathe.
my God.
Usually we take a
It looks like
5-minute
he's
break.
doing a little lower back stretch right
I don't know.
there.
Your back hurts?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness.
All right. Well, anyways. Hey.
New guest.
How you doing?
Good.
What's your
How are
name?
you? Linda Shim. Nice to
Linda's
meet
got a
you.
nickname.
Nice to meet you
according
too.
to,
All tanned up and everything.
Yeah.
What do you call me? What's
My
that?
Little
My
Mermaid?
sport name is Shimmy. I don't know what.
Oh,
your
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah,
name for me
you're
is.
Fair enough.
You do all the.
I don't.
You
do-
kick ass, girl.
I used to do crowd.
Okay.
This is
I
a
do
crowd
a lot of.
full.
No.
She's a high performance athlete.
I do a little bit of everything.
So you
I
kick
like
ass?
To, yeah.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I like
I'm
to. I like to run. I bike. I swim.
You do all that?
High endurance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
high
there's a term
intensity.
for this, I
High
guess.
intensity. She's
Golf,
pushing
tennis,
sleds with,
box.
NFL
Yeah.
athletes. No, she's
I like.
she's
I,
hanging
I
out with
like
Michael
to work out like I'm
Strahan.
an NFL
She's no
player.
joke.
Damn.
Show us a picture of you and an NFL player.
No, I don't have that.
Oh, okay. You know,
I
a
very
moment, I'm
low-key-
like, we put you on blast, like,
She keeps
hey.
it on the DL.
Wait a minute.
Eh, who
She's
you?
looking. She's looking.
I'm Daniel.
Yeah, you know,
I
we
just
wanna put you
moved
on
back
blast.
here from Israel. I used to work at a company here as a counter-terror instructor.
Uh-huh.
Most of my life I've been working in security industry, both in abroad in different countries and in Israel in the country. Yeah, pretty
So
much.
what's up with you for Valentine's Day? You got something cooking?
I do.
All right.
Hey.
I'm always prepared, man.
All right,
Self-defense.
player.
Self-defense.
All right.
So give us
all
a
right.
hint, brother. It's 3 days away, right? 6 days away.
It's a couple days.
I wouldn't know,
These are the
but
people
my
I
girlfriend
play
knows,
with.
so she's probably gonna tell me. So.
Oh,
Mr.
I understand that.
You follow the boss, right?
Yeah, the schedule.
Well, but on Valentine's Day, you need to.
You need to
make a
lead.
plan. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to lead. Yes.
need
Those
to
are-
lead.
the-
You need to
plan.
take initiative.
It's her
Danny.
because the last
That's
time
why I
I
have
saw her,
you
she
to
fell
teach
off,
me how
she
to
jumped
take
off a
initiative.
cliff and hurt her
Initiative.
tail.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You tell everybody about that.
Oh,
It's
wow.
true,
You,
though, right?
I like to adventure and find cliffs to jump off of. I just didn't stick a jump
These
one
motherfuckers
time.
has got
Out of
19 packs. Some exciting.
I've got to see you have videos.
I can't believe Gucci.
I do have videos, but they're just
They're
pretty-
private.
Pretty terrible.
All
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know,
I mean,
now.
I didn't
Now,
stick
now.
it. It's
Linda,
not the
what are your
prettiest
last
video.
3 trips?
My
Tell
last
us.
3 trips. Okay, I had gone scuba diving.
Yeah, okay. Where?
And the Cayman Islands.
Oh, nice.
It's beautiful. I highly recommend it. There's
Yeah.
over 300 dive sites.
Oh.
And it's majestic. It's it's like a meditation for me, underwater meditation.
This how you make cheese? This is
Yeah,
how you,
I
this
make
your-
cheese down there.
Okay.
No, I kind of do like an ohm in the water and I float. And
No, I mean, this is your business.
No, it's not my business.
Oh, okay.
I have made a lot of friends learning along the way, so I got to go back there again.
Sounds charming. I
It's
can see. I can
amazing.
see you making friends, right?
So you were
You're staring at it.
No, you
I'm
were
listening.
saying no, you were saying you can never do it.
Wait a minute. I'm listening.
You were saying you can never do it, but what I'm saying is
Uh-huh.
that I don't like to put my face in the water.
Uh-huh.
And I got certified, and
Oh.
I've gone down to 104 feet.
She's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's
She
what
is.
Yeah,
She's
no, it's-
extremely interesting.
I didn't mean to stare at you like that.
No,
Damn, girl.
I didn't mean to because I'm listening
She's
to her.
captivating.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes,
listen,
yes,
I'm
she
like,
has
really?
spirit.
there's
Yeah,
a whole
she's
new
a
world
spirit.
I'm
out
listening.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
She's
visioning
a spirit.
everything that you're saying. So everything that you're saying to me, I'm envisioning it in my own.
It's been always on my bucket list, and
Okay.
it was a big challenge, and it's easy to actually overcome more than you think.
I'm scared.
Nah.
I'm scared.
Linda,
I'm
where
scared.
were you in Spain? Tell us
In
about Spain.
Okay, so I went to Spain, and I went to the beautiful islands of Mallorca, Menorca.
Mm-hmm.
We love those. Beautiful.
My cliff jumping little
Oh.
rendezvous, and I surfed in the Canaries.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to Barcelona, Lorette de Mar.
Yeah, I love
Long-
Barcelona.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I was a teenager.
I love. Yeah, I mean,
What
Time
about
to go
Italy?
back,
I think
Tyler.
I got.
I love
I'm
Italy.
going to Capri.
Oh.
I haven't been.
Nice.
Jay, you know you
Yeah.
need to say
That's where it's at.
Capri.
Oh, really?
Capri.
I have to work on that.
That is right.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Capri.
Capri.
Thank
I
you.
definitely
Thank
want to
you.
go back to
Sorry.
Italy. I love
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah.
Definitely. want to
That's
go
the
back.
one spot.
So
I
you're going to
haven't gone
Capri?
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
where you're going into Naples and then taking the ferry? Talk to me. How are you doing this?
May 3rd through 5th. That's all I know at this point. Not 3rd through 5th, like 3rd.
Very
to
nice.
10th. I know it's May.
I know.
Every May I go
Who
away.
planned the trip for you? Because
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
plan
no,
the
it's
trip.
good.
Yeah, I didn't plan the trip.
I'm so excited for you.
But yeah, it's happening.
All right, so we got like
Last
5
year
minutes.
was Prague. The year
5
before that was
minutes, Daniel.
Berlin.
5 minutes.
Okay.
It's happening.
Okay.
A nickel
5
bag?
minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
minutes.
5
Valentine's Day. We're going to end on that note right there.
No.
Valentine's is coming up. Make sure.
Oh, you got your flower connection? Pitch your girl.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Rolanda Watts has got this site. I don't know. She was putting it all on her webpage. Y'all know who
Oh,
she
I got
is?
a better 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yo, Rolanda, screw you, boo. Screw you, boo. I be calling you all the time, Rolanda. No shout out. You know,
Oh, she's going to call in now.
Yeah, we
She
call
definitely-
in.
she's
Because I
definitely
call you, I be
gonna
like, yo,
call in.
Rolanda, can
That
you do
would
the
be-
show?
Hi, Rolanda.
Hey, Rolando, Musa. I am Musa Jackson says, what's up? Yeah, this is J. Joe.
Anyways, well, go check out her page. 70 freaking roses for 50?
Huh?
Is it 50 roses
She
for $70?
sounds like she running the Sam scam to me, but I ain't going there.
Check out her website. It's a pretty good deal.
Sounds like she got Walmart in her back pocket. But no, it's buzzing now.
What?
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga might be an item.
No.
Stop it.
They look like it.
Stop
He-
it.
They look like
he's
it.
a
Really?
baby daddy, no?
Yeah,
That don't mean
you're a
nothing.
baby
I
daddy,
mean,
right?
He's like, not that I'm aware of.
Post
Not
up
that I'm
somebody.
aware
All
of.
right, come on, gentlemen. Is it your baby daddy? No, don't leave. I'm just asking a question. It's really crazy, I know, but there's a lot going on with them. Okay.
Like what?
All right, stand by.
I think it's just creative.
It could be.
You know, people when they get in
All
their
right.
element, it's
Check it
they
out.
are
I
very
think she
serious
probably
about
inspired him because he went very deep with his music.
Oh, I bet he
Yeah.
did.
it. Yeah. Really deep.
Listen,
pun
I know.
intended.
Listen, Brad, if you listen, I love you. I love Gaga. Gaga's our peeps. She's uptown, Upper West Side Italian spot. We love it.
Definitely. Love you, Gaga.
She went to Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She did. She did.
Beautiful music.
But he showed up.
did.
He showed up at her gig at in Vegas.
Right.
Right.
Right. And
they
they had a
sang,
moment there.
And she was. You saw the moment.
Yes, I saw the
He's
moment.
singing, and she's like not kneeling per se, but very. Did you not see that? Did anybody see the
No,
video?
I
mean,
saw the
no.
video.
What
Not
did you
really,
think?
no.
I'm thinking that it was
Holding
more.
hands.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Do you
thinking-
know Gaga? This
Singing
is a
that song,
performance.
Shallow. You can
I
sing that
think
song. Give
She's
me
a
the lyrics.
performer. She's
I'm
getting
not-
in
I love that
character.
song.
Right,
I'm-
right, right,
I
right.
mean, come
Hold
on.
on,
All
music
respect to
brings out
Gaga and
things.
Cooper. They
Music
were just
brings
phenomenal.
out- yeah, but music, their synergy is
I think people
On fire.
want them to have something.
They have
They-
chemistry, definitely.
I mean,
their
listen,
chemistry, their
Definitely.
I don't
chemistry,
think-
and that movie opened it up. That's what it was.
Here's the
You
thing.
think so?
Here's the thing about Gaga. If there's something going on, it's gonna be hard for her to keep that quiet. She just lets it all out.
She seems like she's having a hard time holding it down, keeping it quiet.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no.
That's
And
what we're
him
talking
too.
about now, right?
Really?
She's having a
I
hard
think
time.
I think they're just both brilliant and in their
I don't
element.
know. We need
and
to
they
call
wanna
Mark
do-
Ronson. Who knows Mark
There's
Ronson?
gotta be
You know
there's
Mark
some
Ronson?
type of
I
connection.
gotta send
Love
him a
drama.
note.
They
I
just
used to
hang
hang
out.
Really?
Back in the day.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. He used to play like under like what's the coffee place that just closed?
No, coffee shop.
Coffee shop. He used
The
to
coffee
spin
shop closed?
Remember? Yeah, oh my God. You like come over
You,
there.
oh yes.
I don't go there, but I like that spot.
So sad.
Yeah,
I mean,
get
I
in
know,
there,
I'm
get
still
in there. Muse,
lamenting.
Muse.
I'm lamenting. But I used to go to Giant Step. Do you remember Giant Step?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You gotta go close to the mic.
Yeah.
In the booth now.
Yeah,
You're
we're
in the booth.
Stay in there.
Okay.
Mark
In the
Ronson
mood.
was
You're
you know, he's
good.
part
Hang
of
in
our
there.
little
2 more
legacy.
minutes
We
left.
got 2 minutes left,
You
y'all.
know.
I go
2
back
minutes
further
left.
than that scene.
We got 3 minutes left.
When the 90s hit,
I
it
knew
was like a
Gaga was
totally
gonna
different
hit.
scene.
Right.
You know?
I was in LA in the 90s, so I missed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, this
Yeah.
row, I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Truth is truth, man. Truth
Yeah,
is
true.
truth.
We like truth. We like honesty. We like transparency. That's what we love.
Well, we've got to get to the bottom of this.
Watch some of the videos. People may be
Yeah.
creative, but when you see the intimacy in the song and that shallow, and he's like, you know, because the words are like, I'm
I
ready
know
to dive
I know
deep.
every word to that song.
Give me a little tune.
Come on, let's see.
Come on, real quick. Come,
You gotta play that.
just real tune.
You know how to
know
sing.
she can
Go
sing.
ahead.
Just give us
What?
a
You can sing
She
too?
does, she does.
Just give us the
feel
word
me.
and go.
She's a
3,
pretty good
2,
singer.
1, go. Linda,
Go ahead.
hit it.
Come on, in the
Linda,
shallow.
Don't
Hit
look,
it.
just go.
Don't show the spot.
Shallow, shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, shallow, in the shallow.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So there's some words
Walk
that
in the
say
shallow, where he's-
barriers, diving deep, blah blah blah, right? Right? And so during those words, listen, I know I'm beating this up, audience, I get it. But I watched it and I'm like, because I love Brad and I love Gaga, I think they make a great couple. But they seem to embrace it. Like,
I
not
don't know. I
just
bet Irina's
perception.
right.
Yeah.
First of all,
I bet
she's-
she is in there, right
She's
there.
not that excited about their whole.
She feels it. That's why. She
Yes.
feel that. She feel that
What about
energy.
him?
That's
She
right.
has somebody
She knows
too.
what's up.
Yeah,
has
well,
somebody.
Gaga's
It
engaged.
happens all
You
the
know
time.
what I'm
Is she
saying?
involved?
It happens
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
She
time.
Involved. She's intense.
Actors do it
Here's
all
what
the
I
time.
think. Here's what I think. I
This
think
is
if
what-
Gaga wanted him, she would get him. I just think that if there
I
was a
think she got
connection. Yeah, no, I'm saying like she's intense and she's on a different musical level. So she was schooling him and bringing him in, and there was a connection. Like I think she could. If
You
she
know
wanted
what?
it, I think she could.
It was friends with benefits. Just
Yeah.
admit it.
No.
It does
She
happen.
can
It
make
does
that
happen.
happen. I think
She
she
got
can
to
make
get
that
out of
happen.
here. I don't think it was like
He
that.
was
but-
paying her to
I
teach
don't,
you.
think, I don't think it was friends. I think, like you said,
Yeah.
I think it's.
No, I think he hit that.
connection.
I think this is
Call,
just
call in if
two
you.
amazing people
I agree with
that,
all that.
produce magic together.
Yeah.
Very talented actor.
And you know what happens with
very
that?
talented singer. I mean, it was magic. They had magic chemistry, and
I think it's a
people
moment.
maybe
I think-
Yeah.
people
you know
maybe
what happens?
wanted to be more, but the music, the
Actually,
music,
they
the
look
movie
good.
was
They
amazing.
look good together.
We don't want it to be more actually because we don't want their families to be
Yeah.
hurt. But we,
Right.
I believe, and I think a lot of people are kind of curious about it, is that something could have occurred. And it was just because of the connection, because of the magic, because of the money, and
Time
it's
on set.
and
Yes.
and it's just one of those things that occurred.
It happens all the time.
You.
All the time.
I
Who was
don't,
it?
I don't,
Kristen
we don't want
Brinkley
to say
fell
it
in love
happens
with.
all the time because we got
Not
my
Kristen
man here.
Brinkley.
He's married.
it.
He's
Yeah, but I'm just saying
my
people
other
on
homeboys, they
set.
got mad people.
When they work together, they're doing all these love scenes.
They doing the Grammys.
They get swept
Watch
up.
the
They get
Grammys
swept
this
Yeah.
week.
But anyways, we gotta get out of here.
All right, well,
Yes.
you know what?
Okay.
We don't need to
Yeah,
answer
get
that
out of
question. So,
This was
what's the
fun.
name? What's up for next week?
Oh, next week.
We got a hot
Oh
week.
my God! Next week's gonna be all about love. We're having a post.
On all love. I won't bring up
Post.
Gaga.
Whoa.
Post Valentine's Day show. We got our favorite Cheyenne Bostek coming in, relationship expert.
This young cat,
Oh
he's
my
off
God,
the
he
chain.
is off the chain. But love him dearly. Hopefully, Derek Bernard, the
DJ
actor,
FUI, you don't dig him that much, right? DJ, you ain't feeling him. All
he
right,
ain't
there you
into
go.
all that relationship stuff.
And we got Mike Sargent. He's going to break down the Oscar
yes,
Awards
exactly.
for us. He's
we
a
have some
bad
other
cat.
people coming on,
Sounds like
so
a great
but
show.
those
he's
three for
coming out of
sure.
Baltimore,
You know?
yeah.
Put me on
All right.
blast.
Exactly. 'cause,
Ace
you know,
Deuce.
Hey.
That's how we roll, baby.
But anyways, we're on Instagram,
Instagram,
Facebook,
Facebook,
TJ Always On.
and the most important thing,
Yes,
Apple iTunes.
iTunes, Spotify,
Oh, come on.
Google.
Maybe it's, you know,
Hey,
What up? Shout
you
him out.
doing?
What's up, brother?
How
Good
you
morning.
doing?
How are you?
I met you a long time ago.
Jones.
Yes, I
You
did.
don't remember.
introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Malcolm Guevara.
Come on over here.
You got 3 seconds.
Malcolm in the place to be. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Thank
Oh,
you. Happy New Year. You gotta
Malcolm.
come back.
Thank
you gotta
you
come
so
back.
much.
gotta
Yeah,
come back.
let us know.
Yeah.
If DJ, if you put him on the rundown, we get the brother
Are you a
in.
photographer? You're a photographer, right?
Segment making it. All right, baby,
All
I'm
right.
out. TGIF.
All right, take care, everybody.
One.
He's a hip hop photographer.
Down.
And he works with Wu Tang.
Wu Tang. Wu Tang.
Oh,
All right, we
Tang
out of
in the
here.
house.
Thank you very much,
Tang in the
everybody.
house.
It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you for having us.
See y'all next Friday.
That hour flies.
That was a pleasure, guys.
Thank you for rolling.